What is going on, my little dumperoos? Saddle on up and come aboard the voicemail dump truck. The first of 2023 on this January 5th. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the voicemail dump truck. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Jeff Bacalar. Along for the dumpiest ride of the week, Jan Ochoa. How are you?
I'm feeling great. I've been backed up for so long.
Yep, and everyone knows this is the show to help alleviate that. Jason A. Stryker, how are you, sir? Backed up? How's it going?
I've been holding this in since before Christmas. My God, it's time.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine doing that to yourself? Ladies and gentlemen, a very special guest, the dump father himself, Ben Pack, is on the show today. What's up, Ben Pack?
Daddy's home, everybody. It's the fibrous fella himself, Ben Pack, here to deliver you your much-needed relief.
Daddy's home. What's going on, Ben?
What's
Pack?
up? Oh, you know, Jan asked me to be on the show, and I got excited because it meant I got to chat with everyone, but I also forgot it meant I got to hear the song again. I missed hearing that song in my life.
Yeah.
Ben, I can just give you the MP3 or the wave if you want, so you can just keep listening to it.
I will. It's not the same, but I will take you up on that.
Okay. Fantastic.
I think waking up to the voicemail dump theme song could possibly put a positive spin on anyone's life.
Huh.
I think so. You know, I realized my phone recently could connect to Spotify and just use any song as an alarm.
Oh, sure.
Wait,
like,
what?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty cool. But so I was like, okay, what am I going to do? What's a good song? The first one I went with was the theme to Neon Genesis Evangelion. Okay. And let me tell you, I've never woken up more stressed out in my life.
Oh, terrible choice.
That was a bad call.
I was gonna say that's not my first pick.
I just was like, I need to get in this rope. I need to get out of bed, put on my skin-tight latex suit, and get in a robot ASAP.
I mean,
let me tell you.
You always text me that every morning as well. It's like, Jan, it's time to put on the skin-tight latex bodysuit.
Yeah, but normally we're going for more of a Pacific Rim thing where we have to match each other. This was a different vibe.
Right. We keep modeling ourselves after the Chinese basketball team in that movie, and I don't think it's the same that you were as tall as all three of those gentlemen would have been.
Wait, was that Gypsy Danger? No.
No.
Gypsy Danger. What was the name of the basketball? There was what was the team?
Oh,
There's three of them?
Yeah, there was one of the Jaegers, right? That had three people.
Yeah. What was that called?
I'm just going to type 3-man Chinese robot.
There you go. Let's put that in your search history. See what happens.
All right. Nope. Pacific Rim.
I haven't seen Pacific Rim since it came out.
Typhoon.
Crimson Typhoon. That's a good.
There
name.
we go.
I think that's a movie. Yeah. Okay. I'm having a bit of a realization here. Because I want to say I showed my son Godzilla versus King Kong perhaps too early.
Oh no.
But now I'm showing him Pacific Rim too late. The great paradox of kaiju movies. I think Pacific Rim is like a little bit easier on the nerves, maybe.
Well,
Really?
I feel like people outright just like die in Pacific Rim. Like pretty much everyone dies.
They die in Kong, yeah.
Definitely
Godzilla
dying,
versus Kong.
but it's not as like horrifically obvious, I think.
Huh.
Also, the marquee fight, it's a lot more fair. It doesn't take place after King Kong has to take a whole trek through this Godzilla's home to find a big act. Look, I didn't come here to get into how it was unfair that Godzilla beat King Kong in Kong versus Godzilla, but I'm here now, and so I have a PowerPoint prepared. Hold on.
Yeah, please share your screen.
Bullshit. Kong did not get a fair fight in that film.
No, but what happened at the end? You saw what happens at the end. Like it all kind of works out.
But like the movie is sold as it's 3 words. I mean, it might have like a subtitle.
Kong
versus Godzilla. You want the fight? You want them both to be at full power. We got like 75% power King Kong versus 100% Godzilla, and all the Godzilla heads out there are like, "Oh look, obviously Godzilla's better."
Ben's just talking about me at this point.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Who'd you want them to team up and fight in like movie 3? Because there's gonna be a movie 3.
Scooby-Doo.
Sure, Scooby-Doo.
Finally, Scooby-Doo will have met his match.
Barbera universe, they fight,
Yep.
Scooby-Doo, they fight the Space Ghost.
The talking shark, the buggy.
Hong Kong Phooey could not show up. They did not reach out to him for comment.
Okay, all right. You know what? I don't think I should go and defend Hong Kong Phooey, so I'm just gonna walk it back. I was gonna say that,
You're
like,
about to say, oh, he's a dog. He can't be racist. No, I've seen that episode of King of the Hill.
I was gonna say,
Turns out.
as a child, not a lot of Asian representation, so at least someone pretending to be Asian kind of made me feel better as a kid. But I didn't say that. I'm gonna edit this part out of the podcast.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, wait. I'll help you out.
Okay.
That's a great point, Jan.
Yeah.
This is a call-in show. If you forgot,
I
Ben,
forgot.
did you realize this is a call-in show?
Well, I've been in podcast jail for so long. They're letting me out on parole because I helped bust a cigarette sting. Season 1 of Serial was bringing season 2 of Serial cigarettes in podcast jail, and I helped to break that out. And now they're in solitary confinement along with the early seasons of Chapo, which we don't talk about anymore.
Damn.
But
Oh my
I'm here
God.
now. I remember that this is a voicemail show, and I even used to remember the phone number.
Oh,
Get out of here. Do you think you know it by heart? Of course you do.
Of course I do.
Try it out. Where can people call?
They can call us at 800-488 today. Right?
I remember back in the day hosting a podcast where we had a voicemail call-in phone number,
Mhm.
and it must have been super close to another like carpet number. It was you brought up
you
the
had a
Empire
carpet
thing, and that's what
podcast?
No, it was
Another
dude.
carpet podcast.
We killed it. We cornered the market. It was awesome. No one could touch us. Okay. There was a rug thing, but like they barely were on our radar. No. And one day I get a call to our voicemail bank, and it must be like the owner of the close enough to misdial carpet number.
Like one number off from Ed's
Exactly.
Carpet Emporium.
And this guy did not mince words, basically calling us like, wasn't even like, hi, I think there's a problem. It was, hey, motherfuckers, like that right out of the gate. And
Holy
it was,
shit.
you gotta go back. It's somewhere online somewhere. And this dude just like absolutely going off on us as if we led the campaign to have a bunch of listeners call his stupid fucking carpet store and like leave weird voicemails. That's what we wanted. Anyway, yeah, you know, that's how
That's
that
what I
went.
would want. Yeah.
I mean,
Turns out
that's
the number
business.
is 707 exit flu.
I was
That's
going to say thank you for stalling for long enough that I could remember the number.
It's quite all right. You just had to look it up real quick. Not a problem. 707 exit flu. That is our phone number. That is what it will be for the foreseeable future. Ben Pack is here today, going to help us choose the voiciest of voicemails. I'm excited. What's that, Jan?
I threw it in the chat, Ben. The
Oh.
list of voicemails to pick from.
Oh, I gotta get there.
Let me see. Here it is. Wait, no, this is from 1122.
What?
There's so many chats. Our chat?
No.
Which chat?
Oh, wait. It did it. Okay. You know what? I'll also put it there.
Okay.
There's that one, and then for Baclar and Jason, God, where am I gonna put it for you guys? I'll put it in Slack.
Okay. There we go.
Knowing that Ben has the information,
Yes, I
Ben.
see it right here.
what do you say you have the honors in choosing today's first voicemail?
I would love to choose the first voicemail, and I am going to go with a hero of mine, the greatest wrestler turned actor of all time, Dave Batista.mp3.
Excellent.
Fantastic. Oops, hold on.
Hey Dumpers, this is Ryan from Minnesota. I just watched Glass Onion again, and like the best part of that movie is Dave Batista's mom, but the second best part of that movie is Dave Batista. And I was wondering what he was like in the wrestling before he was a famous movie man. Can you tell me about him, or tell me where to learn about him? Thanks. Love you. Bye.
This is a great question because I share the same amount of like knowledge about Dave Batista. I know he's a wrestler, but I never saw any of that. I just know him as the actor.
Yeah, I had kind of skipped over that part of wrestling as well. Like, so he's in my blind spot.
Oh, gentlemen.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm just so glad
I've
I
seen
managed
some
to
of his
pick
stuff for sure.
I'm so glad I managed to pick the wrestling question. I'm sure that was included this week. I just have a nose for it, man.
Like, how small were his glasses in WWE?
So he actually started out as a deacon for a wrestler that had a priest gimmick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wow.
And he had like a collection plate that was like chained to him that he'd go around to the audience. And the one time he bashed another wrestler with a box of donations. Dave Batista is the greatest of all time. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chat says he walked alone inside a pit of danger.
Oh, actually, that's. I didn't want to get into his whole origin story, but he did walk alone. He walked for miles inside a pit of danger. He's been swallowed down for thousands of years of anger. The weight of the world is falling on his shoulders. A place where no one follows him is where he walks alone. Yeah, he walks alone.
What are the lyrics? Is that the lyrics to like his entrance song? What's
Dude, it's
happening?
the best fucking entrance song ever.
Green Day song.
It's like it's done by Saliva also, so you know it's good.
Oh, shit.
So it's like I walk alone inside this pit of danger. Wait.
My one Batista question is: was he always that big and bald, or did he at one point like have hair?
I don't want him to have had hair. Please say no.
He had like the early 2000s, mid 2000s swoop. You know, like
wow.
like the almost faux hawk kind of dealio.
In middle school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always been that big though.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Imagine naming your fucking band Saliva. What the fuck?
It's so good. And then like whenever like Batista got super hyped and he was about to do his like signature move, he would grab the top rope and just start shaking the shit out of it. And I was like, man, that dude is he's in tune with the universe right now.
He's gonna break that ring.
Gonna break that ring.
We all agree, right? He's the number one actor, wrestler turned actor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like acting chops, right? Like not. Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, like by a long shot. I mean, John Cena is okay.
The bar was pretty low. It was like John Cena, like Hulk Hogan had cameos and stuff, but he was always just playing himself. And then
I think Cena's like firmly second, though. I don't think he's like a distant second, but I think he's like firmly second.
The Rock has had some good performances for sure, but like he's
certainly been like the most successful. I think he's done the most stuff.
Sure, of course.
Like The Rock in Walking Tall, I would say is actually like a really that was the movie I'm thinking of, right?
Him in Knoxville?
Yeah. He's like legitimately good in that movie, and but like he's just now too much of the movie star. Batista, I was reading an interview by him this morning, and he was just talking about like if I want to do dramatic stuff, like I really want to like push my limits, like I would sign up to be with any good director for free. Like he seems like he really respects the respects the art of it all, rather than The Rock, who seems like he wants to be the most influential man in the world.
100%. Yeah. I think that just speaks to Batista as a person as well. He's like, I want to learn, I want to grow, I want to act. Because I think he actually like fell upon some financial hard times because he squandered through his money, his wrestling money. And then when he got Guardians, like that really put him back in like a good spot. And then I think just was super thankful to James Gunn afterwards.
Yeah.
Also, I will 100% back up Dave Batista as a hero of my people over Manny Pacquiao. I will also help Dave Batista powerbomb Manny Pacquiao through a table.
Whoa.
I didn't know Dave Batista was
he's a halfy baby. We got him.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. They took him in the draft.
Oh yeah. He's got. If you look in the frame in Glass Onion, where it's one of the close-ups, the one that's being shared everywhere, he has a Filipino flag tattoo because his mom was.
Oh,
It's very sweet.
That's a big W for the Philippines.
Yes, that's why. Yeah,
That's a good get.
yeah. We did it, folks.
Shit.
I need to watch Glass Onion. I kind of just is anyone else like this where they can't watch something else until they finish something? Like
Yeah.
my wife's like, let's start Fleischman is in Trouble. The
Yeast?
Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
That's
What'd you
made
think
up.
that was?
Fleisch the yeast, right?
I also thought of the yeast.
Thank
Oh
you.
no. This is
Yeasty
like
boys.
That's right.
It's a Jesse Eisenberg thingy.
Claire Danes, I think.
Yeah, it feels very like Woody Allen-y.
Mhm.
It's a movie.
Just of content. Yeah, like just that part of Woody Allen. But like I'm watching that fucking Wednesday show, which is just supremely underwhelming. Like, I don't know. I've had so many people be like, "Yo, Wednesday it's the show for you." It's like they made a show for you, Jeff and Stacy. It's just for you. And I'm like, "Oh, I thought you knew me." They're like, "Well, Tim Burton directed it. Aren't you Tim Burton's only audience?" And I'm like, "Yeah, maybe in like 1991. Like maybe like it's literally been like it's
You're
been a
not
very
Big
long
Eyes
time."
head? You're not like all in for Big Eyes.
First of all, actually, Big Eyes is actually probably the best movie he's made in a long time. That movie's all right. What Ben does not think so.
His last good movie was Big Fit.
Right, which is like 20 years old at this point. I mean,
Okay, hold on. I need to look up his IMDb.
Big Eyes is with Ralph Fiennes, right? Is that his name?
Yeah, Ray Fiennes.
It's a based on a true story about this like artist who stole his wife's work and presented it as his own. I thought it was okay. I thought it was way better than like any of the other fucking.
Sure, if you're judging it in his like against his other
act.
movies, yeah.
Right,
yeah,
like
okay.
in his last 2 decades, it's among the better.
Franken
ones.
Weenie was pretty good.
Franken Weenie was like it's older than you, Jan. I mean, it's like, and so people were like, "Oh, Danny Elfman." Like, of course, I still like Danny Elfman. Like, that hasn't changed. That hasn't aged the way Tim Burton has seemingly aged. I'm sorry. It's just I think Jenna Ortega's very good in Wednesday, but like that's where it ends. I think that show, like, well, it just kind of sucks. It's just kind of boring. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know it's incredibly popular.
No.
I think it's I don't know. I don't
the
know
the most popular stuff is always mid. It's fine. It's like I've had it described to me as like insanely unwatchable background TV. Like it's like a perfect show to have on and not really fully pay attention to.
Yeah, because you don't need to, because everything is like so very easily. I don't want to say like predictable, but like the all the chess pieces are lined up in a way where you're just like, oh, they'll do this, this one will do that, and we'll be on our way. Christina Ricci. So all right, look,
That's always the answer.
That's that.
Yeah. She is the answer. We'll look for the answer to the next voicemail from Jan. Please, sir, choose one.
I'm gonna choose Sephiroth.
Okay.
Hello, there was a recent call about verbal or mental tics you have associated with video games, where there's a non-video game related object that you associate with a video game. I was wondering about things that are associated with a video game, but you associate them with like an extra game aspect of that game. It's a poor question, so the best thing to do is provide an example. Whenever I see or hear or think about the Final Fantasy character Sephiroth, my immediate brain and usually verbally I'll say, which is my very poor impression of the song from the line from One Wing Angel. Anything like that you guys do, or am I just extra weird? Thanks.
Thank you, caller.
That's tough to answer. I think whenever I see Terry Bogard, I think back to the Fatal Fury anime, where Joe Higashi called him the Lonely Wolf instead of the Lonely Wolf.
Oh, maybe he is also the Lonely Wolf.
The Lonely Wolf for nothing. Yep. Poor guy. He stands alone. He walks 1,000 miles.
He walks alone.
He walks alone.
I mean, honestly, this is gonna sound like pandering, but whenever I see a Krogan, that's the big meaty alien, right?
Yeah.
I think of the old Shepherd bit.
Shepherd.
The old just Shepherd. You could be saying anything, but that's all I'm hearing in my head.
It's an oldie but a goodie, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Anytime I see Norman Reedus, I just think of Dan.
Dan Riker?
Oh yeah, Dan Reichert. And it's like I don't think either of them have ever been like within 100 feet of each other, but I feel like there's a connection there. And it's not just the Hideo Kojima one.
Dan.
That's
just
true.
like a general sort of like wandering aimlessly.
Like
connection?
some type of thread is somewhere there.
Some type of thread that you couldn't see, but exists nonetheless.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
strand, if you will.
A phantom strand.
Phantom strand. That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, I think I just associate certain video games with like people that work here or have worked here. Like anytime I see Doom, I think of Brad immediately. Doom or Quake, I think of Brad immediately.
Okay, yeah.
That's a good exercise, like associating each person with a game.
Yeah, Jason is like Street Fighter.
Yeah.
For me, I see like a beat 'em up or like something with slick action, and I think of Jason. And I think I have two thoughts. I like number one, that looks sick. That looks like a Jason game. Number two, I'm never gonna play this. I'm never gonna get to the time to play this, and I wish I did, but I won't.
Yeah, surprisingly, I actually associate Monster Hunter World with Ben more so than I do Jason.
Why is that?
Yeah.
I just wanted to get a rise out of Jason, see what he'd
the
do.
hell?
Grub, I just associate him with Bubsy now.
Yeah, he can't break that bond.
Yeah. Also,
I've never met the guy, and I do the same thing.
Yeah. He never wears pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
And plus the haircut now, it's like, my dude, it's done.
Oh.
No getting out of that.
Yeah, he looks more like Bubsy than ever before.
That's what this was about all along.
Yeah.
Little
He
did
purposely
know.
planted the seeds to make the bet. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
I guess Alex is just drumming games, but that's also just Alex and drumming.
Yeah, he's just a drum kit.
Yeah. I associate COD with you, Jeff, and Jeff as well.
Really? I'm a COD. I'm a COD boy.
Because I think of you and your COD crew.
I know
Your
they're
COD
such
piece.
Stupid assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see
finally-
tiles on the ground. I think of Jan.
Oh, thank you.
Jan Tiles.
Oh, thank you.
Jan Tiles.
My people. Okay, all right. This ties back to my old thought of whether or not I should start a separate Patreon to be like the internet's priest, because if you try and look up any type of like Catholic stuff or like other stuff, I have to whisper because I feel like God will hear me.
Yeah.
He's old. His hearing's not that good.
Yeah,
Okay.
all knowing, all seeing, just a little hard
whisper.
hearing in that right ear.
a little like negative 2 dB here. I'll just be like the Pope of the internet, and then I can call my followers my Gentiles, huh?
Yeah.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you would receive any sort of backlash for that from
Right,
anywhere.
no,
I think
right.
that's good. And with, RIP, there's one less Pope on the map.
What?
You
Did he
mean
die?
a vacancy? Is
Pope
what you mean?
Benedict died.
Yeah,
He
died.
quit, so he wasn't like he's still a Pope, but he's not the Pope. But there's one
Okay.
less Pope on the map, regardless.
Okay. If I promise the three of you automatic sainthood, will you sign off on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to be the patron saint of gaming.
Done.
Patreon. Go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, your Patreon saints.
Oh my God! All right, I have to go.
There's a lot.
I have
we're
to
just
go.
peeling back, man. There's a lot of layers to this onion, man. Okay.
Jason, you want to be the Patreon saint of science?
Yes, please.
Done.
Can I?
Bacalar,
That's contradictory.
ice.
Ice.
Just all of
Hell
ice.
yeah. That's it. A
Ice
kingdom of
cubes, ice rinks. Oh,
Like
go.
drip, like ice, like chains. Like
Yeah.
being iced out. Yeah.
yeah. There we go. Done. Or it's happening.
All right.
Yes,
Well,
I'm
that was
believing
easy.
Giant Bomb to start a religion. It's finally happening.
The only true fate.
The only true faith, actually, Backlund.
There you go. The prophecy's complete. Oh shit. All right. Before we get struck by lightning, let's have Jason pick the next voicemail.
Dude, what the fuck?
Okay.
A game finally made me cry, and it was Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, dude. What the fuck?
That's the weirdest game to make you cry, dog.
Wait. Can anyone? Okay, I have no idea what the caller's talking about. Thank you, caller, but I have no idea what they're talking about. Can someone explain to me how one would maybe have that reaction?
I don't know. Like, those characters are not the most. What is it, Zach?
I guess it's Zach,
He's
right?
Yeah, he's the main character. I guess he's not written all that well. I don't know. I haven't played through Crisis Core, but
Yeah, I never played the original, and I haven't beat the remaster.
Right.
Maybe they just cried because they played through the whole thing and was like, "Oh God, what has happened to my life?"
I think that could be it. It's like, oh, I thought this was another big sword boy. This guy's only got a medium sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably it.
I'm trying to think. I don't think a game has ever like fully made me cry. I'm trying to think of the most choked up I got in a game, and nothing's coming to mind immediately. I did get a little emotional at the end of Inscription.
Oh wow!
Weirdly enough.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. You guys have any ones that come to your mind as like getting you really emotional?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just talked about it. Yeah. What's that, Jason?
Well, fuck me then. I was in prison.
Yeah, see your way out of this conversation, Ben. No, Jason, what made you cry?
Oh, it was a game called Lunar. That was the first game that had like actual voice samples to me, and it resonated. But there was a spot at the back end of the game where you're like climbing up this staircase, and you're getting shot by lightning from your love, who's been like turned evil or whatever, and you just feel so bad for him and for her as well. And yeah, the voices got me to get choked up.
Tear up, yeah.
Yep.
I remember the first game I cried at, and it was Pokemon Blue, and it's because I, just like I do to this day, accidentally erased my save.
Okay.
And then like that, I lost all of my Pokemon that I traded,
Yeah, exactly. Like you can grind back some Pokemon, but like Link evolution Pokemon, you got to do all over again. You lose your friend's Pokemon. I'm gonna cry thinking about that.
Sorry, Ben. I didn't mean to bring it up.
My son cried when he thought he lost his save to Goat Simulator 3.
Dude, yeah, like that's true. Like we've all cried then at video games. Like we've all cried.
Yep.
Like we all cried before the age of 10, I guess. Is like the real answer to this question.
Yeah. Oh, I've definitely cried before the age of 10, I think.
What Remains of Edith Finch just like made me hysterically cry.
Okay.
Hysterical.
Oh, wow.
Like not the fucking I'm gonna hold these back. No. Just like like that kind of fucking cry. That ugly fucking cry. That's what I did with that fucking game.
Damn.
So would you recommend I play it then?
Yeah, 100%. Look, it has occurred to me in the last 5 years that crying can be a very good thing. I have learned. I've been around the right type of people who have told me that this is a good thing and you should embrace that. Crying is good. I do find myself tearing up at a lot more things that for no reason should cause one to cry.
Yo, yesterday, 2 days ago, I cried at an episode of Bluey.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah. My partner and I were just watching it just in the background. And then as we were watching it, I was like, my eyes started hurting and I realized I was crying. It was great.
You're like, wait, what?
Blue, you'll do that.
What's wrong with my eyes? No, like I've gotten in touch with, trying to unpack all that, trying to like understand why a thing that has no reason to make you like, why you do cry from things like that. It's a very personal sort of thing, being in touch with your life and like your childhood kind of stuff. It's good. It's all good. Experience emotions. It's fine.
Shouts out to my one old coworker that opened up a meeting by saying like, yeah, I cried myself to sleep last night after drinking a whole bottle of wine. And I was like, damn, that's a power move, girl.
I love leading with that too.
Yeah.
Certainly a way to
sets the tone.
Yeah.
Set the tone, right?
A real productive
Goddamn.
meeting. Real productive meeting.
Yeah. And it was all uphill from there. Okay. I'm gonna take this because I feel like no one else is gonna want to do it. Let me see goalie.mp3.
I know I said fuck Jeff Bacalar on the last voicemail, and I meant it then, but now I want to just say thanks because Jeff did some recommendation about a book about how to get into hockey and stuff like that a year ago or so. And, I got into hockey, and it's sick, and my daughter got into hockey too, and now she plays. She's a goalie. She's in her first season. She's in the team that's tied for first in her league. Going great. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Oh,
changing lives. All right.
Thank you, caller.
There you
Not
go.
a question.
Caller said "fuck you" at the beginning, right? Is that what happened?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He said "fuck you" previously, and he was
Right.
rescinding his "fuck you."
You could take a "fuck you" back.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
I thought the caller was very upset because of how expensive goalie equipment is, and also how just intense that position is and how demanding it is. But that's awesome. That's great to hear. Hell yeah.
I wanted to be a soccer goalie in 3rd grade, but my mom said, that involves a lot of running around, right? And I said, "Oh, you're right."
Gotcha.
Touche.
I think I could
I
have
got
been.
the wingspan,
I would have chosen you to be goalie. Yeah.
Thank you.
There is something. I'm not sure I understand the mentality as much as I respect the hell out of them. Like professional hockey goal, like the idea that like you dedicate your life to having frozen rubber shot at you upwards of 100 miles an hour constantly. Like I don't know where that comes from, where you're just like, I get it. Like you don't want the pucks in the net. Like I understand, but man, it's unbelievable to me. But so all the respect in the world goes out to those people.
Here's a question, and forgive my ignorance, Mr. Bacalar, but does a goalie always have to be paying attention? Like if the puck is on the other side of the rink, can they like let their guard down for a bit and exhale and stuff, or do they gotta like tense up all the time?
I think there's a certain flow to the game that very savvy, experienced hockey players pick up on, where you're like, I can like stretch for a second, but not really. Like if someone sees you sleeping, I feel like they will shoot the puck at you. You kind of have to be there. Maybe not in like positional, like a sort of like stance, like, but certainly watching what's up. There, like I said, there's like a couple seconds here and there where you can kind of like probably be okay. Obviously, when a whistle happens, you can like, do whatever a goalie does. But yeah,
Whatever
it's pretty intense. It's pretty
I
demanding.
think they should give goalies a gun. Not a gun that shoots like lethal bullets, but a gun
T-shirts.
that you can maybe like hit the puck with it, so you have something to do while the puck's on the other side of the rink. You could kind of like help snipe it in.
Like you're buffing almost.
Yeah, maybe they could just buff. Maybe it's a gun that shoots like little darts full of steroids, and you just shoot your buddies in the butt with a little steroid jab. Maybe not full on steroids. Maybe just like
just a taste,
like a Vyvanse or something, just to kind of
like they huff some like steroids, like you do with an inhaler. Yeah. That's easy enough.
That would. I just feel like you're introducing an element into the game that. Oh, you're kidding.
Needs
okay.
to be there.
Okay, sorry, you're kidding.
What?
Okay, sorry.
There's no JK at the end of that.
No /s. All right. I went to chat for the next one. Canadian music acts.mp3, please.
What are the top 3 Canadian music acts?
Oh, I know one good one and like a lot of bad ones.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll start there.
Yeah.
The good one I would have to say Rush.
Okay.
Okay.
They're all Canadian?
I believe so.
If one is Canadian, then they're all
I
Canadian.
think they're all Canadian.
If not, the rest are honorary Canadians.
Yeah. By association.
That's the Canadian band, yeah.
But like, Nickelback is Canadian.
Yeah, but that's not the question.
Avril.
I'd put Avril up there.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber is Canadian.
The Biebs.
Celine Dion.
I'm cheating.
Dion.
I'm cheating. I'm
Cool,
looking
that's
at
a
the
good one.
list.
Celine Dion's a good
Bryan
one.
Adams.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I didn't realize The Weeknd was Canadian.
Oh.
Ooh. I enjoyed his work in Avatar 2, The Way of Water.
Oh.
Ben, did you watch it in high frame rate?
Of course I did.
Okay, thank God.
Oh
All
my
right.
God. James Cameron did it again. My man does not miss.
That guy loves water. That's why he can't
loves
miss.
water. He loves it. The way of water is everything. We are born in water and we die in it. Water is the womb of the world.
Ah,
Yeah, is that, you got all that from the movie?
They also say some of that in the movie.
They say it like there's a whole monologue.
Knowing him, it's very obvious, whatever innuendo he's trying to make.
Hey, the man makes a movie that everyone can appreciate. I'm not going to James Cameron for high cinema. I'm going to him to see stuff blow the fuck up in cool little crab robots that go like this.
I
robots?
really felt I hated the whale poachers, but their crab robots were pretty sick.
You guys,
I got pretty emotional during the whale poaching scene of Avatar 2. I may have been also under the influence, but
I 100% was, and I was too.
Oh,
we've looked over some artists that I feel bad about.
Oh, no.
Sarah McLachlan,
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Feist.
Feist?
Yeah, you don't know Feist?
I've heard the name. No, can't.
Some 41.
Oh,
okay.
okay. Shania Twain.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
She faked me out. I thought the answer was like Texas.
Turns out, like the Beatles, the Rolling
Wow.
Stones.
Weird.
Inexplicably, Rick Moranis is on this list as a musician, but we'll take it. Tegan and Sarah. I didn't know that. Oh, Pup. I didn't know about Pup, and also the great
Pup.
band Fucked Up.
Michael Bublé is Canadian.
Yeah, he's just Canadian Sinatra.
That's the most flattering and the most hurtful thing I've ever heard you say.
I know, it's an amazing
That's the definition of a complisalt.
Yeah,
What
totally.
if Frank Sinatra, but nice?
What if Frank Sinatra didn't wasn't in the mob?
Yeah.
I mean, there's Drake, but Drake's kind of a piece of shit.
He's also
Shawn Mendes.
fallen off.
Oh, yeah, Shawn Mendes. He sings the
I
Stitches
had no
song.
idea.
Yeah.
Oh, Nelly
This is-
Furtado? Okay.
Alanis Morissette, we said her, no?
Oh, yeah.
No.
We didn't say her.
And that's it.
That's
Yeah.
it. No more music came out of Canada.
Dead Mouse 5? Does that count?
Wait, did Deadmau5, is he from Canada? I thought he was like European.
No, can confirm he's from Ontario.
Oh.
Oh, he got the idea for the rat head costume from the Great Rat Wars of Alberta.
What?
The Great Rat Wars.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
that sounds
what
real.
Warhammer Vermintide is based off of.
Based off Dead Mouse 5, yeah.
Yeah.
All
Great
right.
There's your
yeah.
list, everyone. In no particular order.
Thank you. And thank you, caller. Going back around to Ben. Please choose.
Designed by the devil.
Ooh.
Hey, Dump Truck. This is Mike from Philly. Ranking of catchiest songs. What would you bring to the table for that? Like, and I don't mean like the catchiest song that's your favorite. I mean the most earwormy, designed by the devil, gets stuck in your head forever piece of music. And It can be a pop song. It can be like, the Backstreet's Back sort of thing. It can be a TV jingle, a 2-300 Empire. It can be a piece of video game music. It can be a you don't think. It can be, whatever it is that's just stuck in your brain forever. What would you bring to the table? All right. Love you. Bye.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you, caller. This is a dangerous question with nothing but dangerous answers. So please, if you don't feel safe, skip ahead the next couple minutes. We don't want to do something.
We don't want to
bad
infect your
ears.
brains. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. After Game of the Year, I was seeing surfing on the lava for a good week.
Oh, okay.
Other than that Everything is Awesome song from the Lego Movie.
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I think they even make fun of it in the second movie.
Yeah. That is a fucked up catchy song.
Yo.
Oh, now it's in my head. Oh no.
This one might not line up 100%. It's more of I hear the word man, and so it doesn't come to me out of nowhere. But I hear somebody say "man," I instantly in my head hear "I feel like a woman." Every time. If somebody just says "man," it just triggers like that.
Oh, what the fuck is the name of that song? I don't know the actual name of the song or any of the lyrics. I just remember how the woman goes crazy at the chorus. It's either in Sister Act 2 or it's in The Parent Trap. Oh, fuck. The Parent Trap song. Hold on. I gotta, it's not Do You Believe in Magic? God damn it. I gotta go research. Someone else mentioned theirs.
I don't have great ones. I feel like the one from Zoolander with the gasoline fight. Oh, like the doom doom.
Oh,
that I just hear.
I was eating at a diner once. I put that song on the jukebox and it broke, and it just played the first like a jitterbug, do a jitterbug on a loop for like the rest of the time we were there. I mean, we left and it was still going. They like didn't shut it off for whatever reason. It was also a very awkward day, so it just kind of like made it really. Yeah, that song. Thank you for unlocking that memory. That's a good one. I'm gonna ruminate on that one for a while.
I don't remember the Parent Trap song. I'm sorry to report.
Obviously, not that big of an earworm.
Call Me Maybe was always stuck in my head for a while.
Shit, yeah, another Canadian.
Sure.
There you go.
There.
Oh, is she Canadian?
Yep.
Oh, she's at the top of the list then. Fuck you, Celine Dion. Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yeah, I put Carly up.
Carly Bae Jepsen. Oh my god.
I think there's in college. My friends and I had this like little inside joke. Whenever there was like silence in conversation, like a group, someone would just start and say, "Josie's on vacation far away," like that, because that song starts like that.
Where do you live again?
Where do I live? New Jersey.
Okay, that tracks.
Why? Why? Is
That's just that. I mean, that song is a New Jersey song. Like, yeah. I mean, it's not by it might as well be by Bruce Springsteen.
No, that's like that's like a new wave band. They were like an English band.
Yeah, but like that song, if you ask somebody in the street if that song was about a place, and this is true, I've done this 100,000 times, they would say it's New Jersey.
You have data? You have data?
I have a PowerPoint over here.
Wow, I've never heard that. I didn't realize.
Maybe
that song
played
was about
in a
New
movie
Jersey,
or something that featured New Jersey, and that's why I associate. There's got to be something in here. That's why
I mean, there's a lot of Jersey movies, a lot of Jersey filmmakers. I don't
Jersey
know.
Girl, the Jersey Boys.
Right. Those guys. The Jersey
Frank
Shore.
is a huge fan of the outfield. 30 years before its release. Yeah, I don't know. Don't anyone say Zach Braff, or I'm gonna be an upset person for the rest of this fucking day. Zach fucking Braff. Can we just please enough with this guy?
Is he's the Scrubs guy, right?
Yeah, he's the Scrubs guy who like just will not go away.
Okay.
I'm glad that society has turned on that movie.
Well, dude, regardless of Zach Braff, like I also think that Garden State movie is just like empirically bad.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's a movie that like can only live in the year it was created, and outside of
The
that year,
month, dude. The month. Oh shit.
Zach Braff was in a really bad remake of Cheaper by the Dozen, which I guess is a remake of a remake. It was not good. It's not good.
Remade that?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's weird. That's very weird.
And that's your Disney Plus update from 5 months ago.
Your earworm and Disney Plus update. For the next voicemail, we turn to Jan Ochoa.
Ooh. Oh, you know, actually, anytime someone says ooh, I just think of ooh, child.
Yeah, there you go.
Beef's right here.
Where's the beef? Beef's right here. Cincinnati Arab calling, and I've got beef with Dave and Buster's. I don't know how you fellas can just go about talking about Dave and Buster's like it's but it's fucking boring, bro. Now, I went to Dave and Buster's a couple months ago with my cousins, and it's all just reskinned. Like the same fucking game, copy pasted with the different paint jobs throughout. I don't know, man. Am I just curmudgeon? Am I missing something? I want to have fun, but I can't.
Love you, bye.
I need more of that energy on the dump truck.
Hey, thank you, caller. Please come back. And dude, who was fucking dying on the Dave and Buster hill? That place sucks.
I don't think any of us were dying on it, but it was just like, oh, it's all right.
I've had fun there. Yeah, I mean, when you got to know what you're getting into. Dave and Buster's is the Applebee's of arcades. It's like
it's a casino. It's a casino with like
kid casino. Yeah,
that's it. It's it. It sounds like a casino. The only thing it lacks is it doesn't smell like cigarettes. Like they just that's it.
Just vape clouds everywhere instead.
Yeah, I mean, they might as well. Like it is just a kid casino. I think it sucks shit for the most part. It's half broken. None of the games are like that much fun. You're just trying to win a little Among Us book bag charm that you trade. You know, that's it. You're just trying to get that at the end.
So I know these are. Oh, go ahead.
No. You were ready to say something.
I was just going to say I know these are in California mostly, maybe elsewhere, but we're fairly lucky. We have something called Round One.
This is what I'm going to talk about.
And Round One is similar, but it's like on a next level because it also has like bowling, karaoke, like like DDR machines and stuff like that. That normal pop arcades or whatever you want to call them don't have. So it's about finding the right place. Finding like a bar, like a local barcade is always going to be better than a Dave and Buster's. But if you're somewhere that doesn't have a scene, Dave and Buster's is the closest thing you have to like a modern arcade. And unfortunately, modern arcades are just that now. Like it's Doodle Jump, the game.
I'll take it a step further. They're two separate things now, right? They're not even in the same ballpark.
Close,
Yeah.
Like there's arcades that have like traditional quarter, fighting games, gun games, whatever it is, pinball, and whatever it is, right? And then you just have like the kid casino model, which is I was at a restaurant up in Vermont, and they had like carved out some of the square footage of the building to be. Have you seen these like one-stop shop automated like token redemption systems?
No.
So what they do is it's like a miniature mini Dave and Buster's. So they'll have all these casino, exactly, lowercase d, lowercase b. They'll have these fucking networked kid casino games that all operate on like a card, okay? And they're all networked, and you earn your tokens through the card as you would at Dave and Buster's. And then when you're done, there's like a gigantic vending machine that operates as the ticket redemption thing. So you can get your shitty piece of plastic from the thing. You don't have to, you just do it in this like self-checkout Jimmy Jam. It's crazy. And they've like
a hotel in Florida that had that.
There you go. They're in bowling alleys now. They're in restaurants. They're just like the Dave and Buster's experience shrunken down to a microscopic level. Right? It's like this big, and that's it. It's just crazy.
if you could design your own ticket booth with prizes, what would be like the ideal? Here's what we got at the booth to turn in your tickets for.
Ooh, nothing but increasingly dangerous Beyblades.
Ooh, ones with like actual razors.
Glass case with metal razor blades.
Oh
on
yeah,
it.
oh yeah.
Beautiful.
I like that.
Like flip book porno.
I'm sorry, Ben. Did you clarify whether or not the audience was still children or just anything goes?
Yeah, I was thinking anything goes. So, I mean, your answer involved knives, so I don't think you're safe either.
Yeah,
Okay.
Who's the monster? Who's the real monster, Jan? Is it me sexually educating people, or is it you giving out weapons?
Fair enough.
I rest my case.
You know what? Because a Beyblade can only really spin one way. With a pornographic flip book, you can be modest or a little bit taboo. So
exactly.
There you go.
Stop halfway through, it's only PG-13.
There you go.
If you reverse, it's still sexual.
No,
you're putting clothes on.
Don't do it that way.
No,
If
you're ending by putting clothes on, but you're starting with something else.
Well, you know, that's your birthday suit. There's nothing natural at that point. If that's the starting point, that's innocence.
Sure.
Do you think
we got
porno
this.
is just people taking off their clothes?
Well, I just assumed that's what the flip book would be. You can only have it so long, you know?
It's like a big tome, like a dusty tome. You have to blow smoke off or dust off the top. Flip with your whole body.
We're figuring out my religion as we go. Please.
Yeah, what a strange thing you've done. All right. We'll move right along while you figure out your Bible. Jason, you're up.
Yo, let's go to extra cool.
Hey, Dumpers. Been playing some games, thinking about the cool S, like you do. And I remembered that in elementary school, when we would draw the cool S, to make it extra cool, we would erase the top and draw a jester hat.
Ooh.
On the very top of it, like it was wearing the jester hat. Anyways, did you add any cool accessories to your cool S? All right, love you. Bye.
No.
Yes.
I didn't know that there could be.
Okay.
What do you got?
Here we go.
Oh,
you had a second S to it.
Yo, I would do that, but width-wise. And it'd be like lighter and lighter, so the dark one in the middle and lighter. But yeah,
Jan, I think you have your religious iconography all set up too
Oh
now.
my
But
God,
like a bracelet like that to show it's like a Live Strong bracelet, but for your religion.
Oh man, okay,
It's
all
like an
right.
infinity symbol, but cool.
dude, what was that? We were like, yo, this S is okay, but what if it had a jester hat? Like, what is that? What is and then like Jinko adopted the jester thing.
There was a minute where jester, like dark jesters, was the vibe.
Wait, like a jester hat, like the three prong hat?
It's like, yeah, dude, like a some sort of like medieval comedian thing. Like
This must have missed me in Catholic school.
Smirking, like a jester, but he's like devilish, you know.
It had like early Joker incel energy a little bit, right? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, it was like it was the birth time of like irony and something. You know, it was around that like it's pre-Shrek, but it's that kind of like, ooh, let's take like dark Barney. It's the whole idea of like, oh, we can take something and make it a little sinister.
Right.
And a jester is just so fun, but what if he was a little bit naughty?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if the jester was like the real bad guy?
Yeah,
right?
he's got the
Deltarune.
He's got the flip books.
Exactly. They reverse and forwards. He owns them all. Naws in chat is like graphics bongs. Remember that bong company Graphics?
No.
Sure.
No? Jason does. There you
Yeah.
go. They were big on jesters. Oh my God. They wouldn't shut up. It was like skeleton jesters.
Yeah, I'm looking at their logo right now. That is a jester-ass jester.
Jester, like weed culture, skateboarding. There's a lot of like cartoon condoms are popping into my head now too. What was that brand that like
a lot of cartoon condoms are popping into your head right now? Okay,
That's
I just
the
wanted to make
sentence
sure I
I
heard
just
you right. I just wanted to make sure I heard you.
Yep. Like something in my what is the chat? Maybe you can help. What am I thinking of? There was I don't know if it was like a skate brand. There was one brand that like loved to like have this like cartoony looking condom. Just sort of
condom?
Condom?
Condom, yes, a condom.
Is this on your flip book?
No, this is the good kind of flip book.
So you're going raw on the flip book.
Yeah, raw dog. I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember what it was. It had to be a skate company, I'm sure.
I can't think of a skate company that had a condom as the logo.
Yeah, there's only one person that could dig themselves out of this hole. That's me by choosing the next voicemail. We're gonna go.
Hey, pivot away.
We're gonna go with fear of whales.
When I was in college, I sold DMT to a kid, and he did it. And if you don't know what DMT is, you could probably ask Bacalar or somebody. I bet he might know. But I sold it to him, and he did it. And then several hours later, like very early in the morning, sent me a text message and told me that this helped him get over his fear of whales. I live in Nebraska, so I don't really know why anybody here would be fearful of whales. All right, love you guys. Bye.
Thank you.
I know what caused it.
Free Willy?
Pinocchio.
Oh.
Getting eaten up by that whale. I bet you. Like, I think that scared the shit out of me. I grew up in a very sea-friendly family.
Just like Stephen King.
Yes. I also did a lot of cocaine. But I bet you that could scar somebody for sure. Make them think that whales are going to swallow them up.
That is so weird to be afraid of whales like that. I understand. I think you're dead on with the Pinocchio thing. Like there is something truly horrific about
and like
that scene.
If you ever like see a whale bone or like a whale skeleton and just get to see how actually massive they are,
they're huge.
It's scary. I mean, if you're in a position where you're going to be attacked by whales, I think you're already kind of in trouble. So you might not have to worry about having an actual fear of whales.
You just have to befriend them and just call them bro and try sign language with them.
Give them the whale call. And yeah, they'll accept you.
Yes. Especially if it's a whale that's been like exiled from its whale family and friends.
For doing
Sorry, it's an Avatar thing.
Oh, I see.
Huh. I never did DMT though, so thank you, caller.
Is DMT acid?
I think it's some sort of like hallucinogen.
It is
right?
a hallucinogen, but it seems to be more intense. I don't know. Acid just makes stuff wiggly.
Huh. Okay. I'm starting to see a little dog now.
Meet Uncle Ben.
Scout.
We're looking at Scout, and I just feel like Scout has grown. Now that Scout has tasted, oh my God, Ben's coming over, Dan. Now that we've tasted, now that Scout has tasted fresh air, I think she has grown by leaps and bounds.
Oh, 100%. She smells like Fritos right now, and we gave her a bath yesterday.
Ben went and retrieved his own animal.
Scout, it's your cousin Annie.
Look,
Annie
it's your
and Scout
cousin
together at last.
Scout, look at Annie.
Annie, look at Scout. Annie's
look at the screen.
window.
Look at the screen.
Annie, come on.
We're professionals.
These dogs are so stupid.
This is how we're going to spin off Giant Bomb Dog.
Dogs have I've noticed dogs don't want to look at screens the way cats do.
Maybe that's why Gizmo or Razor didn't want to look at the dragons in Game of Thrones.
They have an anti-screen, anti-dragon agenda.
Annie figured out how to look in a mirror, and it really creeps me out now. She'll just we have full-length slidey closet mirrors, and now she'll just stare into it and follow me in the mirror. And I really just am. It's like a little kid watching you. It's not right.
the Scout started watching. Like, I'll leave her in the car with my partner sometimes while I go run a quick errand. She'll just be staring daggers at me, and I don't think it's like fondly staring of like, oh, where'd my other human go? It's like, you better get the fuck back here, man. I need treats.
In college, speaking of drugs and speaking of dogs, I had
Okay.
a friend who this is bad. I don't recommend doing this.
Got
But
the dog high.
he was convinced like this was what was happening. And I'm just like, I was like, it was like straight out of fucking Half Baked or some dumbass shit. And I'm like, I just couldn't, and everyone would be like, oh wow, you're just blowing smoke into a dog's face, and the dog would lick because like that's what dogs do. That's how they perceive the world. And I just thinking back, it's like it is the dumbest fucking bullshit in the like what crazy dumb behavior. I don't understand. Everyone knows they prefer blunts. Everyone knows.
Yeah.
Now, I
Everyone
mean,
knows.
now I don't want to step on any toes here, but you can hear podcast ads that feature CBD dog treats. So we've gone fully past the.
Yeah, I mean, look, dogs should be allowed to feel good. I don't think it's the way. I don't think that's the way to do that. I don't
Call
know.
me
I'm
old
not a
fashioned.
vet.
I like to give my dog Percocets. Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, look,
A little Zanny for Annie.
little Zannies. I love it. Little Annie's Annies. Marty has been prescribed Xanax, like just straight up Xanax. It's not even like, doesn't even have like an ending to the generic. It's just straight up Xanax. And you could tell when he's fucked up, he's just sort of like, he's more chill than he normally is, and he just kind of doesn't care about anything. You could but I don't know. I think he's fine. He's not. It's not a depression thing. Xanax isn't it's an anti-anxiety.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like if we have a bunch of people over the house and we want Marty to just like not have to freak out, maybe crack him a little Xanny.
Yeah, I mean, last time we took Annie to the vet was like, so she's been a little tough to deal with. We're going to give you this. Just pop her one in her mouth before the next visit, and she'll be A-okay.
Just give your dog drugs. All right.
Yeah.
Went to chat here for the next one. What did they choose? They chose anime stickers because of course they did.
Of course they would.
I drove past a beat up Accord the other day with a bunch of anime stickers in the back window and a bumper sticker that said hentai and Hennessy. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Sorry if I cut you off.
No, that's a very specific sticker.
Mm-hmm.
Man, just the choices, just the series of choices to be like, this is the sentence that
I want to advertise to the world.
That really describes me.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I've probably talked about this. I think Michael Heim and I were trying to spin off of Film in 40s and do Henny and hentai.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing that phrase before.
That's why I had to think of like, wait. I have Civic, not an Accord. Okay, cool. Okay.
The one problem I have with that bumper sticker is you should not do a hand check while you're driving a car.
Unless you're ghost riding the whip.
Unless you're ghost riding. But then you can't be watching the hentai.
That's true.
Unless you were like, yeah, no, the logistics of it just don't work for me. I will say, full disclosure, we do have a Rhea and Ami sticker in the back of our Prius. So, choose your words carefully here.
Good to know. Thanks for the warning.
I did a Twitter search of my username and hentai, thinking I'd find the picture I made, and it's a tweet tagging both Ben and I.
Oh, of course.
Is it weirder if you know what hentai is or if you don't?
I think at this point it started to seep into the mainstream. You'll hear it, you'll see jokes with it more. I bet a lot of people still don't know what it is, and that's fine. You're missing out. Do your research, do your own research. But I think because anime has gotten so mainstream, right? Like
Sure.
anime has fully crossed over. It is acceptable in large portions of our communities. It is in our schools. It is in
Yeah,
our
they're teaching
homes.
hentai to our children, everybody. Don't forget.
And so if you know what anime is, you're very close to knowing what hentai is if you don't already.
Yeah, so a lot of my normie friends have recently like discovered it, and
hentai or anime?
Hentai?
Just hentai, yeah. Because I think they had
Giving
one
them flip
perception.
books.
Yeah, they stumbled upon the wrong flip book. No, like, yeah, and they it's just so weird having to like explain it to people where I can't come off as sounding like I'm not defending. You know what I mean? Like I can't like It was just a very strange conversation to me, being like, yeah, you don't know what hentai is? Like, it's a thing. It's like what? Like it's anime porn, and like instantly it was like, oh, I'm the champion of hentai.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's what we call you behind the scenes, Jeff Bacalar.
they call me Dr. Hentai.
yeah.
I do think it's interesting in regards to like discovering hentai, because Jan, maybe at our I don't want to put
No,
words
please,
in your mouth,
please.
but I think around our age, a lot of the early exposure to hentai was through like banner ads that featured like Simpsons porn, right?
Oh,
like
wow.
that's
Yes.
totally, and like Disney and other cartoons, and then eventually you like realize that there's more out there waiting for you if you do your own research. But like but now like hentai is it's like a bigger industry, you know. There's multiple studios that produce it in Japan and stuff. Like it's like it used to be a lot more bootleg, and now it's a lot more like, you know, there's plenty of like people who make it their whole personality. Yeah, and you like I saw a kid walking to school wearing the sweatshirt with all the faces on it and shit. Like it has gotten to a point where, you know, the youth know what hentai is, and it's a lot more sexualized than I feel like a lot of people our age kind of stumbled into it. Like, what the fuck? Why the hell is this? What the hell is this Millhouse and Marge Simpson image I'm seeing?
Wow, you just pulled a weird memory out of my head, and I hate you for that.
Same.
I think on top of the banner ads, Ben, it was also Flash games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Newgrounds, Flash games. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like a Meg Griffin thing, but same.
Yeah, but now it's like everywhere. Now it's, I mean, not everywhere, but it's a lot more prevalent. And
I mean, also it's like, you know, Ben, you also grew up in the Bay Area, going to like Japantown in San Francisco. You know, you go to the one video store and like wander too far, and then you just see like, yeah.
Oh, you're like, oh, okay, okay.
This
then.
has awakened something in me.
Back in my time, there was like Legend of the Overfiend with that big demon that had like 9 dicks or whatever the fuck, and that was right next to Ranma. So it's like they didn't have it sectioned off. You didn't know what you were getting yourself into. You just knew that there were a lot of dicks on screen. So
I will say, semi-related, not very, moderately embarrassing story. The first time I ever saw a boob outside of like a health class was in a Dragon Ball manga at my library.
Oh, I was wondering what the air quotes are about, but now I get it. Okay. Yeah, that's who among us, right?
It was
like,
Goku's.
You know.
Well, I mean, like probably some like normal people or cool people saw like actual boobs first, but you know,
it don't matter.
It still counts.
Yeah, it still counts. Put it on the
Bulma's. Everyone in the chat asking if it was Bulma. Of course, it was Bulma.
Of course.
Nice. Well, I'm not sure we can end the show on this.
No.
We'll let our guest of honor have one last crack at a voicemail. Then we'll wrap things up. Ben Pack, please.
I think we need to take it as far in the opposite direction as we can. Can I hear quantum theory discussion.mp3?
Surprisingly, it's the same voicemail now.
Hey, I just wanted to chime in on the Schrodinger's cat quantum theory discussion Dan was getting walked through. I think the easiest comparison to make here is that inside a loot box could be a million items, but you don't like know which one it is until you've opened that loot box. Certainly, once you've opened the loot box, that's what was always inside of it. But before we open it, as far as our observation is concerned, there could be anything inside it. Hope that helps.
Thank you, caller. The first person to really crack the nut that is Dan Reichert.
I think that's a great.
I do too.
Of it. Yeah.
We'll forward this to him. We'll get this message to him. The best part of that caller is that you then don't have to speak to him after he responds to it. Right? That's our burden.
Lucky.
That's our burden. But yeah, that's fun stuff. What was I was watching something where they were talking about the Schrodinger's cat thing. I can't remember, but it doesn't matter. Either way, all Schrodinger cat boxes are loot boxes, if you really think about it. Right?
Sure.
We all know this.
Oh, 100%.
I'm really thinking about it.
When is that? That's not a high school thing, right? That's like a college, like
level.
existential sort of
Existential.
Existential. Right? Like, where do you? That's the thing where you explore in, like, I guess it's like a.
I took
maybe
like
you're
in
doing like a
high school physics, like senior year
yeah.
physics kind of vibe.
Physics,
yeah.
really? Oh.
Yeah, it's a quantum physics like exercise.
We watched the movie What the Bleep Do We Know, and then had some discussions about quantum physics.
Did I take physics then? I don't think I took physics. Huh.
I mean, I technically took physics, but our teacher got fired because he was so incompetent the year after I left. He also let students drink on the golf trip, and he was the golf coach. But that's probably unrelated.
I got a feeling a lot of golf coaches let their athletes drink. I don't know why. I just think that's probably a common thing among high school golf coaches. Ben Pack, what a goddamn pleasure, sir.
Thank you for having me. You know, I'm out on parole, but I got to go back in the podcast jail for a while longer.
Whatever we can do, a recommendation, a referral note, whatever you need.
Yeah, I guess if I the only thing I have to plug is go play Chained Echoes. It's a great game.
Indeed.
All right.
Also, the Ast Libra game that Ben recommended to me. Also very good.
Very good. Gets a little weird. Had to drop it for some questionable content, but maybe I'll pick it up.
I didn't get that far yet, so we'll see.
Let's just say they introduce one female character and then things get very weird.
Oh,
great.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Good to know. But seriously, you are welcome back here anytime you wish. Thank you so much for joining us today. We love you very much. We miss you very much, and we hope to see you soon, my friend.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
707 exit flu. That is the phone number. Leave us a voicemail for next week. Jason A. Stryker, thank you so much. Jan Ochoa, thank you so much for driving the truck. We'll be back next time with a brand new show. Until then, see you later. Bye.